Coaching in a moment. Midnight edition. Woo, boy, look at here. Listen. I'm talking to people, and I just want y'all to be aware of narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse. People are harming children, killing kids, hurting and harming women. And I'm so anti-hurting women and children. And it's on both sides. Men, I don't know who's more vicious. Because as I watch The Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix, that was a 90-year-old woman killing people in their Social Security for their Social Security check. The Worst Roommate Ever. Then I watch The Tinder Swindler, duping women out of $1,500, $250,000, $250,000, $500,000, and you taking other women, you using that money to take other women on dates and tell them the same sad story, and you're getting more money. So narcissists are on both sides. Men and women can be narcissists. So I don't know who's more vicious. I would say the most vicious one is the one that's killing people. You can't get past murder. You killing people, and that's the ultimate narcissist. If a narcissist cannot, listen to Coach, listen to the number one. If a narcissist cannot kill your reputation, which all of them try to do, they will literally kill you. They will put eye drops. I'm reading police reports that they will put eye drops in your coffee. You got to be aware of this. Why are you fixing me coffee? I'm good. I'm on my way to work. Goodbye. You got to learn, have discernment. That's one thing I want to get to you on this video. Just have discernment. Be so sensitive in your spirit. The way these people, you watch them, and you watch them carefully with how they try to destroy your life. That's what I learned from dealing with this narcissist at Denison Middle School, Lauren Marie Palizzi. And I made a huge mistake. Huge mistake. First of all, I'm not even attracted to white women. That's first. One, I'm so pro-black. I'm so pro-black woman. I'm so pro-black dark-skinned woman. She's so dark-skinned. Midnight could be her twin. That's how much I love, and I do use the word love, dark-skinned black women. One time for the dark-skinned black women. And I used to be so yellow back in the day. I don't know how that works. Nevertheless, back to my point, I wasn't even attracted to white women, and especially fat white woman, and she seems to be so enamored. Oh my God. Oh. And I'm just like, and I got caught up into that. And after dealing with her for 7 weeks, that's all it was, 7 weeks. It wasn't even 2 months. I said, you had that moment where you say, whoa. Lie after lie. She said one lie after another. The biggest lie she said was this. She called me to her house and she said, and at that time I was a reading teacher. She says, there's a man in your classroom, that man in your classroom. And you know what? The only thing I wish I would have done was tape recorded her. Secretly videotape recorded. Now I see why people videotape people. That's all I wish I would have done. Secretly videotaped her and catched her saying the man in my classroom was doing a background check on me, and he had all kind of paperwork and files on me. And I'm thinking to myself, what the I went straight to the principal at that time in Denison Middle and told her the entire thing. She did an investigation. She called the county office. The county office sent an investigator there, called me in, and I told them what she had said. The principal called her in. And at the end of that day, I went to her house. Okay, what happened? I told the principal I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm sitting there shocked. I was like, yeah, I told the principal I don't know what you was talking about. I don't have anything to do with that. I don't know why would you tell her that. I was like, well, that's what you told me. This man has a paperwork on me. He has did a background checkup on me, and I'm on high alert. I've studied black history, so I know about Dr. King, the FBI having paperwork and tape recordings on Dr. King. They had tape recordings on Malcolm X. They had tape recording on Black Panthers. You don't tell a black man somebody has paperwork on him. You put him on high alert. And I had already had a moment in the 90s where I was going to pledge my allegiance to the Nation of Islam. Are you a fucking idiot? Yes. So I went to the principal. I called the county office. I said, I don't feel comfortable with this man in my classroom. I don't know why they had him in my classroom for the first of all. He was an ESC teacher. And he was so sorry and pathetic. Black kids are always at a disadvantage. ESC black kids, I'm going to stick a pin, I'll be back, are always at a disadvantage in public school systems. And I believe Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to help black parents with these black ESC kids to get out. Don't let these people put labels on your black child. Being black is more than enough labels. They don't need ESC, developmentally delayed. If it's autism, Asperger's, that may be to get them some help. But other than that, don't let the school system, because once they have labels on them, your kid is going to have a difficult time in America to get off of those labels and to get to where he's a functional, civilized person in society. Don't do it. Nevertheless, she tells me that, and I already had a history of wanting to be a member of the Nation of Islam, and nothing to the Nation of Islam. No, I'm not Muslim. No, I'm not a part of the nation. But I'm so grateful for my black consciousness and the love of black and black education and black self-esteem and self-worth because of the Nation of Islam. So assalamu alaikum, my brothers. But I wasn't interested in a fat white woman, and she not only did that, put me on high alert. I told the principal removed them, and the district finally removed them from my class, put them into another teacher's class down the hall that's no longer there. Miss Jones, I just met her in church Sunday. Miss Jones, who's at Haines City High School, Daniel Jenkins. So they put this guy in her classroom for the rest of the year. And come to find out, he may have not. I don't know whether he did or he didn't have a file on me. Come to find out, she was the one that did a background checkup on me, looking into my past and the trouble and the issues I had with other women, which was none of her business, because she was 33 at the time. And the time I had that trouble with those women, she was 3 years old. So it was none of her business. And she made it her business to go look in my past and bring it up and talk about it to other teachers. And I tried to say, you know what? Is this something I should sue her about? Because it's public records. Obviously, if somebody want to sit in their house on their computer, just like I am now, after midnight, if somebody want to sit in their house on the computer and look up your past and see what you did in your past, and it's available, good luck with that shit. Because, I don't ever pretend to be somebody who's issueless. I've never pretend that. But I'm not going to let somebody slut shame me and shit shame me either. Not no piece of shit, narcissist, white supremacist. No. If you ain't got shit to do with your life, then shame on you. How pathetic are you? But I'm not going to let no one individual on this earth slut shame me about my past. Every man or woman born of a woman has done something in their past to where they say, ooh, I could have did that differently. I could have did that another way. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have went over that house. Like I shouldn't have went over your house and had sex with you. That was a mistake that I regretted. And I even told God I was sorry. I don't even like fat white women at all. But just like I said, I got caught up in the like, bitch, please. I'm not a celebrity. Why are you doing all of that? But that's okay. You live and you learn. It was a difficult lesson, but the judge, one time for the judge, because they have to say, this don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. At the end of the day, regardless, because 95% of the judges don't look like me. So I know the judge. So for a minute, I was just like, wow, a white judge and a white woman. You need to pray. And that's what I had to do. Like all black men in America that go to court, you need to pray. Because 95% of the judges don't look like us. 95% of the people that's going to the courtroom don't look like us. I was just like, did she tell this judge I was violently abusive to her? Bitch, I'm not R. Kelly and I'm not OJ. I almost cussed her ass out. Like, whoa, because they be warning you. Let me tell you what white people do. This will help black men and black women out. They already have a narrative about you because they look at us at riots. They look at 1992, what we have egregiously did in LA. Go back to 1992. They look at all of that, how abusive we are, how we beat that man, pulled that man out of the truck and beat him till a pulp. They look at all of that. They look at what we do to stores and the vandalism, which is felonies on stores, and how we tear up businesses. They look about all of that. They look at how we respond to police brutality and violence. Is always with riots. We never go to Washington with our hands up looking for legislative changes. One time for Tamika Mallory, I so super want to connect with you. Hope you get this video. I so super want to connect with you. Because black men need black women advocates. And she's one of them, Tamika Mallory. Nevertheless, watch this. You go and tell a judge I was violently abusive like I'm R. Kelly. Are you fucking kidding me? And at the end of that, the judge simply said, he's going back to work. He's going back to work. I don't believe this. Case dismissed. She was so dirty, evil, and nasty. She threw my clothes out she put my clothes in a, I don't know what I left over her house, but I had to count it lost. She took what she thought out of the closet that I placed in her house, put them in a white trash bag, and threw the trash bag out in the street. And she thought, I don't know what she thought, because when women do things, and fellas, this for you, this part for you. When women do things like that, there's no apology. There's no I'm sorry. I was upset. My period was on. You know how I am when my period is on. Okay, you know when my period is on, I get like, stop. There is a thing when people can go too far and do too much. Going to a white judge telling them this story, and I only say white because most judges are white. That's all. I don't have anything with color. It's just preference with me, and I prefer black women. Maybe Latinas, pardon me. Maybe Latinas as well. That's my preference. Dark skin, the high color ethnic group. Because white is an ethnic group. Nevertheless, that's besides the point. But you went and told a judge that I was violently, which was a lie, raping you and I beat on you. First of all, no black woman or no woman alive can ever say the number one ever coerced them, raped them, beat them to rape them, manipulated them out of their clothes, manipulated them to have sex. No woman on this earth. Yo piece of shit, dirty, filthy ass. It was your word against my word, and God knew that I would come out better. I had to learn a difficult lesson. I don't date the same. I watch my moves differently. I set my house up and my security procedures in my house up differently. I'm on awareness. I watch what I say. I watch who to I say. And if I'm not interested, I immediately terminate. I've started terminating relationships faster, quicker now. My discernment is higher. My boundaries and standards are higher. So if my boundaries and standards are higher, if my awareness is higher, if my functionality and how I date is different, then I won. Y'all be careful with these narcissists. Just like I said, if narcissists cannot ruin your reputation, they will do their best to kill you. You got people that put eye drops in people's coffee, antifreeze in people's coffee and sweet tea. And antifreeze, from a detective I heard, has a sweet taste. Only a detective can tell you this. Has a sweet taste. That's why they put antifreeze in your coffee and in your sweet drinks. However, when you feel stomach cramps and you after ingesting it, you could possibly die within 72 hours or less. Be careful with these narcissists. They will do anything. Watch the insurance too. You know, people go back and check up on your insurance and make sure nobody changed your insurance. Because 95% of the time, it always about somebody killing their husband about money. They trying to get money. They trying not to work. I don't know what it is. I've always worked. I even want to work now, and I'm not going to confess it over my life. God is helping me with heart disease and kidney disease. How about that? God is going to do a miracle with kidney disease and heart disease in my life in the name of Jesus. And you're going to be right here to watch my progress and watch Coach win. So I love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for listening. Like, share, comment, and keep narcissists be on guard. Watch your house. Set up your security procedures. I ain't gonna tell you the security procedures I have, but woo! I'll just tell you this. Woo! Go watch The Purge. Go watch The Purge, and I'm gonna leave it with that. Go watch The Purge. Coach got security procedures in place. Go watch The Purge. They got about 4 or 5 of them. I think it's on HBO or Netflix. Go watch The Purge. They got about 4 or 5 of them. Go watch it. Go watch it. I got security procedures. Let the wrong one run up in here now. Woo! Y'all get these narcissists out of your life. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they make up stories. There's always a doomsday with them. They're the top cult leaders in America. Jim Jones, John Wayne Gacy, Charles Manson, Jeffrey Dahmer. All of them are straight serial killers. The top serial killers are all narcissists. The Green River Killer, the Midnight Stalker. He was Hispanic male, killing women in their sleep. They wake up, he killing them in the sleep. Night Stalker. I've just watched the video for 5 hours on narcissism and top serial killers in America. So I'm letting you know, narcissists are like handicapped children. Autistic. I used to teach autistic children, and autism is on a spectrum. You can be functionally low as an autistic child, or you can be high functioning and gifted. You can throw out 52 cards and they can pick out the card that you can go to Las Vegas and win with. I mean, they're exceptionally smart when they high functioning. High functioning. They're the ones that you can show a card, put it back, and they can pick that same card. That's when they're high functioning. Low functioning, they are slow to process, slow to talk, slow to give you a complete sentence, have a complete dialogue with you. That's how narcissism is. Low functioning narcissists, they always want to pick at you, pick at your weight, pick at your skin color, pick at your hair. Oh, you cut your hair. They can't tell you, they can't give you a great compliment. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Your hair looking so short. That's so beautiful. Hey, why would you cut your hair? You look like a man. And here you are, a woman. You're like, I'm not a man. I'm not. They make you self-conscious about everything. They'll cheat on you. The male and female are cheat on you. My mom married a bastard like that. I even saw him with a woman. I was like, whoa. And as much as I love dark-skinned women, she was dark-skinned, and my mama is yellow. So I instantly knew when I saw the woman, that's not my mama. What the hell? And he pulled a gun on me, which was a felony then. And it's still a felony. To pull a gun on anyone in America is a felony. He pulled a gun on me twice. Black ass bastard. That's so evil. Evil. Nevertheless, get these narcissists out of your life. They will kill you. You better take this seriously. They will kill you. They kill people's children. They kill their children's dream. Bishop T.D. Jakes. One time for the one time. I don't care all the foolishness that's going on with Bishop T.D. Jakes. I hope God restore him and his reputation. But let me tell you something. I used to listen to Bishop Jakes in the 90s. And his woman, Thou Art Loose, came about women that was raped and molested by men, that close men who were actually, he did a movie about it, Women That Are Loose. Go look at the movie. Oh my God. And they were raping 1 out of 4. I remember the data. 1 out of 4 women have been touched or raped inappropriately by a family member or a close family friend. And listen, let me tell you ladies something, and then I'm going to end here. Listen to the number one. I'm the number one. There is no statute of limitations, my love. My love, my sister. There's no statute of limitations. There's no that means it could be 80 years ago, and you could be arrested. There is no statute of limitations. No statute of limitations for rape or murder. Listen to the number one. Did you hear what I just said? So any man that's manipulative and manipulated you out of your panties, if you in your heart was still no, I don't want to have sex. In your heart you was still no, and you found yourself with your clothes off and you was having sex, he raped you. So do what you got to do now. Do what you got to do now to heal and start your healing process. That's the only thing I can tell you. That was rape. Any man that manipulated your panties off of you, because I have a daughter and granddaughters, so I will tell them the exact same thing I'm telling you. If in your heart you was like, no, this ain't right. I don't want to do it. I'm not in the mood. Whatever. He raped you. I hope this helped you somehow. Like, share, repost. Thank you for listening to me. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day weekend. This is the number one. Take care.